local farmers, whose lands you can see all around here, took the initiative and did the harvesting for me, and then kept it for themselves, along with all the chipmunks and squirrels in the area. So I got scraps. Good news is they're good quality scraps. But anyway, it's not a lot, so I'm going over to Apocalyptic Park here to see what I can find. And you can see why it looks like Apocalyptic Park and why I call it this. This park, this bridge I'm on, I mean, look at this place. You got construction over there, right? It looks, and over here you got buildings. But look at this. Let's zoom out of here for a second. Look at this. It looks like it's something out of a movie. You got this bridge that leads to nowhere, this road that leads to those woods. You got abandoned equipment and stuff here. Growing up leaves, I don't know what the deal is with this. From what I suspect, this road was being built and designed to go through those woods. And this project must have got canceled in midway. And so, you know, the builders, designers just left everything here. These trucks will come in and out. You'll see like a CU Mart truck, a McDonald's truck, whatever. I guess whoever drives these things just likes to park them, go to their homes, come back. But look at all this other stuff. You got dog poop here. That's not cool. You got furniture. If you need some furniture, check it out. Get some free furniture at Apocalyptic Park. Free pipes, right? Concrete. You got an abandoned, smashed porta-john here, so like, you probably don't want to really, let's look at this stuff here. Bags, weeds. Yeah, you probably don't want to use that porta-john, right? That wouldn't behoove you. Oh, look at all that stuff. So, I guess if you're looking for a zombie movie, a post-apocalyptic movie, a post-Korean invasion movie, post-cataclysmic movie, post-disaster type movie, I got a place for you to check out. Apocalyptic Park. And so we're going to go to Apocalyptic Park and check it out. Now, one of the secrets of Apocalyptic Park, this is actually supposed to be some Army training grounds. It's for the 8th Army. And I say supposed to because you go in here and you'll see signs that say, you know, civilian personnel are not allowed, 8th Army training, blah, blah, blah. Both in English and Korean. But somebody forgot to tell the Koreans that, hey, they're really serious about this. Because there's no fences in here. There's nothing to keep you from coming in here. And, how should I put it? Everybody goes hiking in here. I mean, it's like one of those popular camping, I don't want to call it camping, but picnic, hiking, Sunday strolls. Everybody goes through here. So I guess the Army's marketing department needs to work on that. If you don't want people here, it might behoove you to put a fence up or something. But anyway, I'm going to go in here and do some more acorns. And who knows, if I can find a chestnut tree, I might be able to get some chestnuts in here too. And just one more thing about Apocalyptic Park you got to be careful of. See, we're next to a rice field. Hope you can see that. That means there's a lot of mosquitoes in here because there's a lot of water. And at the height of summer, it can get really miserable in here real quick. But this is the first week of October. So, you got a nice drainage ditch there. It's a little different. Oh yeah, look at that beautiful web. See the spiders? More Kingdom of the Spiders here in Pyeongtaek, or Anjungri, Camp Humphreys. Let's see if we can get that nice green guy in there. Where's he at? Where's that spider? Hold on. I can see it with my eyes, but I can't get it on camera. Let me try to focus here. Forgive me. Alright, there we go. Right there. That's why my zoom in was too far. There he is. So that's a big spider. Let's go like over here. Check him out. The golden orb. It's kind of like pretty and creepy and your nemesis all wrapped in one. And for anybody who's not familiar with plants and stuff, I'll show you something. See this here? This is called the Sawtooth Oak Tree. And it's pretty easy to see why. It's got these like sawtooths here. And I think in Korean the way it's pronounced is like Damlayo, something like that. Oak tree. Damlayo Nomu. Anyway, it's a form of it's just an oak tree. And what I'm looking for are the acorns. so that I can take those home, process them, and make some tea. And so now you take this Sawtooth Oak Tree, if you track it, so like, let's try to track it. Here's the branch, it's right here. This is the oak tree. And so you know what these, here we go right here. Now look at this. If you're not familiar, again, if you're not familiar with this stuff, this is like the housing for the acorn. What it is, it hangs from a branch like this, right? With the acorn here, then it's going to fall off. It might fall off inside the housing, it might fall off without the housing. If it's inside the housing, like if you see the acorn connected to this, it's not ripe, it's not ready. At least in my experience, so I don't consider it to be. So what you want to look for is like this little bad boy right here. It's not very big, but a little dirty, but let's clean this off and inspect it. Okay, so now, if you look here, we have an acorn here that, okay, it's a little dirty. I'm going to take it home and clean it up, and I'll use it with the others. And here's a secret: you do not want acorns with like worms and grubs and, you know, just junk inside, rotten. You do not want a rotten acorn. And one of the ways you can tell whether it's rotten or not without cracking it open is throw it in some water, like a bowl of water, which I do to get the tannin off of these things. If it floats, it's probably rotten. If it sinks, it's probably good to go. But anyway, I'm going to put that in my pocket. Keep it in there. Let's look around this. Not bad. Let's go back to the main trail. Show you some more of Apocalypse Park. It's kind of like if you're like a city person and you want to go to a park, woodsy, but you really don't want to go far from home and you're not hardcore, this is a place for you. So it's pretty easy, right? Wide gravel road. Nice easy path, and the reason for that is, again, this is an army training grounds. They do the sea burn in here. There's some other training areas. So it's all designed to be easy to navigate, and you got farmers in the area. Okay, what is this? Is this the no joy here? Lots of pine cones. That's cool. I love pine trees. Young, we are loaded with pine trees, and boy, do I miss having them. Here we go. Again, here's the sawtooth. So, now the reason I use the sawtooth in my example is because in this area, that's what they're loaded with. There's other varieties of of oak trees in the world, but in Pyeongtaek City, around Camp Humphreys, you know, all these, this area, this is what's plentiful. This is what most of the oak trees are made of this species. So I use it in my examples. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this camera off, focus on trying to find some of these goodies, these acorns, and then I'll pick it up later when something interesting happens. I just met another hiker. In fact, you'll see the woman in the purple going through the woods there. Maybe you will. She asked what I was doing, and I was telling her I was looking for dotori, acorns. And she said, "Oh." Then she showed me a whole handful she had. See, people are harvesting this stuff. I'll tell you what really stinks. It's the fact so many people know what this is and what to do about it. And we're in such a small place. In Yongyang, there's so many places to go, secret places. I knew it was no big deal, but here, there's not a lot of woods, but yet everybody seems to know what it is and where to go. Now I think she came around the corner that way, so that's where some of the, I guess, acorns are going to be at. Darn! Lousy work schedule. Oh well, can't blame that too. I've had it's been a very busy summer for me. If I'm not working, I was like traveling all the way back to Gyeongsangbuk-do to see the family. And if I wasn't doing that, then I was army training. So there was like something always keeping me busy. It was making it difficult for me to find time to come out here and check the stuff. And when I did come out here at the beginning of the season, they weren't ready. But when they are ready, I'm not available to do it, so go figure. Alright, so learned about that. I'm gonna go search around here again. Alright, check this out. So on my search for some more acorns, I found some chestnuts instead. Now again, a lot of these have been picked clean, but what I did find is like the outer, if you want to call it casing for one. I'm not a scientist, some things I don't know. But my wife is currently making some clay plates that look just like these. It was her inspiration for her artwork, in fact. I think I got her photos up on Facebook. Now in Young, I know some secret places to go to, and in those secret places, we get some really huge chestnuts. Around here though, well, I don't know. I just gotta see what's available. There's a chestnut, but its shell has been cracked and shattered. So that's kind of not cool. Let's see what else we got. Any more chestnuts here? I'm not a big fan of chestnuts, but my wife loves them, and one of the things you can do with them is make flour. And they have a type of jelly they make with them too. And I'd have to research it. It's a Korean food. I personally don't think it tastes great. However, there's a cool part about it. If you find yourself like starving, you find yourself poor, right? You know, it's like you can take some chestnuts, process it along with some water and stuff, and bam, you'll have like a pudding. That's bland but nutritious. Oh, and I did find another acorn. That's good news. It's a little small, but it's another victory, another point. So let's see what else I can find here. More pokeweed, or what I think is pokeweed. I have to double check that. Okay, let me turn this off again and get back to you later. Okay, well, I've been making my sweeps around the Apocalypse Park looking for some acorns. I found a couple more. But here's what I wanted to show you. See, like, I'm not exactly what this was here for. But instead of having just woods, you've got these, like, staging areas. I guess where they could park a Humvee or something at. And do whatever you're going to do. Lots and lots of acorns, lots and lots of chestnuts, and they all been harvested. All you got is like the shells, the casings, and all that stuff around here. So what I'm going to do, it's pushing 6 o'clock. Actually, what time is it? Oh, it's 5:30. Oop, is that one? Nope. But just because this place, I've already scanned this place, what I want to focus on is kind of like focus more on what's around here, just to show you guys what's at Apocalypse Park. Now you see these signs here? Here we go. The gas chamber. There you go. See, Apocalypse Park, you come with a gas chamber. Up, no civilian enter. Yeah, I think they forgot to tell the Koreans that. Either that or the Koreans just forgot to read the sign there. Mengan ing choip gupji. Yeah, if I'm saying that right. No civilian enter. Yeah, as you can tell, they paid attention to that really well. So does everybody else. No trespassing. Yep. Those signs worked really well. Doing great stuff with that. I know it. Ooh, wait a minute. Acorn shell, or casings. See right here? This is what I was talking about. See how the acorn is still inside the, what do you want to call it, housing or case? I don't want those. I want something that's like I showed you earlier in this video. It's nice, it's brown, it's fallen to the ground. Those are ready, those are good to go. Let's see what I can find here. Oh, there's a beautiful one right there. Make sure there's no snakes or spiders or snakes or anything like that. And let's go get this little bad boy right here. Oh yeah, nice, big and beautiful. Yep, there's a farmer going down the road on that on the Army training grounds that he's not supposed to be on. Yep, like those warnings are paying off. Yep, those warnings, as you can tell, people are taking them very seriously. Alright, let's go back here. Okay, so once again, let me turn this camera off. Then when I get to the more interesting buildings and artifacts in this area, I'll go ahead and kick it back on. Out. Well, I just got done finding a few more acorns, talking to some hikers. In fact, the same hikers again and again. Here's the gas chamber sign. It says gas chamber over there, which is not correct. But here's what I wanted to show you. I'm gonna go to the gas chamber and some other, like I said, other artifacts show you. But here's one of those artifacts, if you want to call it that. See right here, look at this. Now, from what I gather, like I said, this looks like it was an incomplete road that was halted. So, I don't know if you can see it in this video, but there's cars driving through that wood line. Like right there, you can see it, okay? So here's what I suspect. Let me zoom in, maybe this will help. There you go. You can probably see cars passing for it. This was meant to be a bridge, right? You got your bridge, your roadway. It's going to cut through the Apocalypse Park and connect over there. But due to funding or something, that plan got canceled. And so what happened was, you end up with these incomplete projects that have been like this forever. So again, when you're making your post-apocalyptic zombie movie, whatever, not a bad place. Let's take a drive-by here. Oh, there's like a farm here, right? You got farmers going up and down these little roads along with hikers. I mean, I don't know, it's kind of cool actually. I should go get some gear on and go exploring. I got like normal shoes on. It's like pushing 6 o'clock, and here in Korea right now, about 6:45 it's dark, so I'm not gonna do that today. But, oh, that looks nice. As promised. Here's the highlight of the trip, the gas chamber. I told you I'd show it to you when I found it. And here it is. No civilian entry, U.S. Army training area. Yeah, I guess the Army is, you know, if people are ignoring all these signs and warnings, I wonder if that means they're also playing in the NBC chamber here. Heck, I wonder if the Army's even using it for that matter. If not, it might be a cool little hangout. But for those who are not familiar with these chambers, it works. This one in particular is obviously just a trailer. See how it's got there? That's where it would hitch up at. That's where the wheels were. And what you do is, you got your like mask on. And before you even go inside, you've already got like the CBRN guys in there. CBRN stands for chemical, biological, radiation, nuclear. They've got this gas chamber loaded with the, what do we use? CS gas. Loaded with CS gas. And what you do is, it's full of smoke. You go in there with your mask on, right? It's no big deal. But at some point, they're going to tell you to take your mask off. You might have to say your name backwards. You might have to say the Pledge of Allegiance. You'll have to do something. And what they want you to do is they want you to run out of air so that you intentionally suck in that gas, get it in your eyes and stuff. And then, like through doors like this, you would rush out and be okay. Or rush out, puking, hacking, coughing. And then when eventually, you know, you'll be okay. It'll flush out of your eyes and everything, and you just go about your business. But it's an elementary way of teaching you how to react to a chemical attack and what to expect. I'm looking around here for some acorns as I talk. I wonder though, seeing how, like, you see how there's a latch here, and that latch is missing. I wonder if they're still really using this. I don't know. I'm not going to tamper with it. That would just be bad news. So, take another walk around here. I just want to show you that. I think I'm pretty much done. There's more hikers and stuff that I'll see on my way out. I'll probably maybe come here tomorrow, look for more acorns, and maybe even some chestnuts, because there's so many chestnuts around here. Along with persimmon. That's interesting. Looks like a tomato, but it's not. It's called a persimmon. And get that off the trail. Anyway, I'll do more reconnaissance and stuff later. This is gorgeous weather. It's like maybe in the mid 70s, or at least low 70s. Ah, it feels wonderful right now. I was going to go hiking today, but I got back late from Seoul. Had to check up on a friend's cat. And so then I decided to turn, you know, that delayed me, so I was turning negative into positive. let's go acorn hunting, which I was fruitful today. Now I can go make some coffee. That'll be pretty sweet. It's going to be really great for this autumn weather to have that homemade coffee. So, y'all have a great one. Out.